So we're going to talk about uniform series in this video here. So what is a uniform series? Well, it's just a situation where you pay or you give money out. So either you receive money or you pay, disperse money in equal uniform amounts. So if I have there's lots of ways we do this. So car payments, home loans. For me, it's my cell phone. It's pretty much the same every month. So those are disbursements. Every month I pay a mortgage. Every month I pay my cell phone bill. Every month I pay a uniform equal amount for my car payment. So that is a uniform series. It's equal uniform payments. They don't change over time. Okay? Now, they're very picky about how things are drawn here. And if you will see in the front of your book, if you open the front of the book and follow along here, it's going to help you make sense here. So a uniform series. Okay, let's talk about this. We're going to draw a timeline. Okay, is an end of period cash receipt or disbursement in a uniform series for end periods. All right away we say end of period. All right, so that means we're drawing our arrows at the end of periods. So we're drawing them like this, 1, 2, 3, like this. Oops, I drew right on that. 1, 2, 3. Now, see, now here, what I'm going to do is, because my arrows aren't exactly the same, what I do is draw a nice little line. And I denote that by an A. Okay? Now, that uniform series is going to be equal to either a present value or a future value. So, pay attention here. This gets confusing. The present value is one period before the uniform series. Okay? Note, one period before. Okay. If we look at the future series, so we'll do 1, 2, 3. Again, we'll go up. 1, 2, 3. Draw a line to denote uniform series. Or we'll draw them down. 1, 2, 3. Uniform series. That's an A. That's an A. That's an A. A means uniform series. It doesn't mean annual series. It means uniform series. Okay? The future value of that uniform series is after the last payment. So envision you're paying off a car, right? The bank has the title for the car for some reason. So you pay that last payment. There, I've paid the car off. They're going to hand you the title. It's instantaneously done. So last payment, you get it out. There's your future. So the timing of these is really, really important. So A's are end of period, P's occur one payment period before the first A, F occurs at the same exact time as the last A. So we're going to go and we're going to look at our first formula. Okay, well, we did some cash flows. So if you think about it, and we think about our drawings, okay, we've got A's, we'll just draw them here, A's, and a P, or we've got A's, and again you could draw them the opposite way, right? And an F. Look at all the things we can do. We could be given an A, we could be given an A and need to find a P. We could be given a P and have to find an A. We could be given an A and find an F, or we could be given an F and find an A. So last week, or in lesson 3, we just went P to F or F to P. Well, now we've quadrupled what we were doing, right? We got 4. We used to take one to one. Now we can do all sorts of things. So we need to look at these formulas. So we're going to look at each video is going to be a different formula. Okay? So, and again, we have these names here, which you can memorize if you want. I never memorize them. I worry about the functional notations. So in this formula, what we're going to do is we are going to find the F given an A. So find F given A. If we think about how we do functional notation, that means find an F given an A at an interest rate or an N. So there's our functional notation right there. You can look in the book and see how this formula is derived. Now all of a sudden that functional notation kind of makes sense, right? Kind of makes sense. F is equal to A times F given A, I N. Find an F given an A. So this is always what I want to find. This is what I am given. Use my F given A, I N to give me that. Okay? Find the future given an annual. Again, just like I just talked about, we have to have it in this formula, or this cash flow diagram. Here's my A's. F occurs at the same time as the last A. So here's an example. There are 3 end-of-year deposits of $2,000 each placed in an account for 3 years. How much has accumulated after the last deposit is made? The interest rate is 10%. First thing in your mind should say, 10% what? Compounded annually, semi-annually? If it's not stated, the assumption is annually. So we'll write out our given. Again, we're going to do this in a cash flow. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to deposit into the bank 3 times. We're going to deposit $2,000. My hand's doing that. I want to know how much I can bring out. The interest rate is 10% per year, and it's 1, 2, 3 years. F is equal to what? There's my, I don't know what that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so my solution is I use the factors or I use the formula. That's a funky formula, so I'm going to use the factors. F is equal to A. Find a future given an A, I-N. I put $2,000 in every year. I want to find the future value of that at 10% for 3 years. I go into the back of the book. I get to 10%. I look in the F given A column. I find that it's 3.31. My deposits are worth $6,620 after I make my 3rd installment. There we go. It's that simple. Seems pretty simple, right? Seems pretty simple to me. Now let's do one more problem here. There are 12 quarterly deposits made into an account of $100. How much has accumulated after the last deposit? If the interest rate is 6% compounded quarterly. Okay, so we have 12 quarterly deposits. So we're going to go like this. We're going to do 1 through 12, and we're going to deposit into the bank. We can do it, we'll go up or down. Let's go down this time. So that'll be money out of our hands. Okay, now notice I'm not going to draw 12 arrows. I'm just going to say A is $100. I want to know how much I can take out. F is 6% compounded quarterly. So our interest rate is 6% divided by 4 is 1.5% per quarter. F is unknown. Well, again, F is equal to A, F given A, I-N. 100, F given A, 1.5% for 12. Look that up. 13.041 is 1304. There's your answer. Now, some of you might have said 6% compounded quarterly. Why isn't she using 6%? Because of the way it's read. It's read interest is 6% compounded quarterly. So that means I have to find that effective rate of 6 over 4 or 1.5. If the question had said 6% per quarter, then I would have used straight out 6%, but that would be like 24.8 or some huge interest rate. So unless you see it already put out there in your units, you assume it's only or always giving you that nominal rate, telling you what to do with it, and then you get your effective rate. So that's it for that one.